Why are we holding on to dead things? Let's get it cut. Y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patty, for those of you who do not know, and we're getting into another cozy conversation. So go ahead, kick back and relax while we chat a little bit. And today, y'all, I just kind of wanted to talk about natural hair, this like wave process, I don't even know what you really want to call it, that I feel like I'm in, that I feel like a lot of people are in, and nobody's really talking about it. Y'all, I feel like I am falling out of love with doing my natural hair. It's been about 2 years now since I had to big chop again, due to going to a new stylist who gave me severe heat damage after straightening my hair one time. One time, y'all. One time my hair would not revert, and I was back here on the internet talking about my big chop too, crying, carrying on. It's really embarrassing if you go look at that video. But basically, in a nutshell, my hair went from this, so I'll insert like a little picture or so, to having to chop it all off because of course the damage was at the root. It wasn't at the ends, it was at the root, and I had to start all over. And since then, y'all, I have just lost this desire, this like, I don't know, this just like hype I had about caring and doing and styling my natural hair. And it's so embarrassing also when I go back to look at that video, y'all, because I felt so unattractive with that short you know, big chop. And when I go back and look at those pictures and videos, y'all, your girl was kind of cute. It is really like hard going back. I'm sure you can relate, even when it comes to like your weight sometimes, and you go back looking at those old photos like, dang, I really thought I was huge then, but I was really skinny. It's kind of that same feeling. And once my hair had hit a certain length, at first I was doing like the finger coils, and it was super easy, and I was like, wow, having the shorter hair is just a lot quicker. I knew how to make my curls pop at the second big chop because I had been natural at that point for at least 4 or 5 years. And I was doing my hair. I was doing it. I was forcing myself to embrace the big chop part 2. And we just got to a point where I was just like, bro, I'm tired, okay? I hit this awkward length to where the finger coils started to look like locks. And when it was time to detangle to rewash my hair, it was feeling like locks. So at that point, I was like, oh, it's not really long enough to do the twist out. I don't really feel like trying to stretch it and pin rod it or trying to do bantu knots. So I was like, you know what? We about to embrace the wigs. Wigs have changed my life. Keep in mind, I am not one of the melt the lace, glue it down, wand curl it up type of wig girl. I am the pull it out the pack. I'm finna wear it as it is. If I have to do too much work to hair, then I just feel like I can wear my natural hair out. And I really have just fallen out of love with the time that it is required for me to love how my natural hair looks. And I feel like there's this like absent conversation about the fact that as natural girlies, we really only like our hair when our curls are modified and they're popping. We don't like our hair as it just grows out walking outside. I look like Don King if I don't put any products in it or twist it or try to manipulate it. We love our curls manipulated. We love when we put the products in and we make the curls pop and we twist it and braid it. But just walking out into the open, like, without manipulating the curls, yeah, no. I have a tighter coiled hair. I know some people are like, oh, I don't like this like categorizing of the hair. Y'all, all our curls is different, so I really it is what it is. I have the type 4 hair, the more tightly coiled hair, and to get my hair to do what I wanted to do, y'all, it takes so much time. And sometimes I've been getting a little irritated with people asking like, oh, why aren't you wearing your hair? Y'all, I love my hair. I just don't like the time that is required to do it. I don't think people understand like how much time and effort I was putting into my hair, and a lot of my emotions that came from having to big chop again was like, bruh, I had my hair on a routine, y'all. Like, I was deep conditioning every week to week and a half tops. I was not going without washing my hair, deep conditioning it, protein treatments. Yo, I was trying all the products. The product stash was crazy, okay? I was loving my hair, moisturizing my hair, keeping it hydrated. I had put so much effort and love into my hair over those 4 years that I kind of feel like I low-key kind of took it out on my hair. Even though it was not my hair's fault, it was definitely the stylist's fault that had messed up my hair. And I'm very tender-headed. Like, a lot of people I feel like transitioned their hair natural. Baby, that's not me, okay? I'm a tender-headed queen, and that point of separation between the damaged or like relaxed hair or the straight hair versus that curly hair, trying to detain, baby, no. Okay, I was like, it gotta go. I can't deal with the two different textures. That's why I initially big chopped the very first time starting off my natural hair journey. But y'all, I just don't feel like taking the time that is required. Another added layer to that is when COVID happened and I started working fully remote. Who is getting up trying to untwist hair just to sit on a computer in the crib? That's also when I found out that, y'all, I love to work out in the mornings. I am a morning time gym girly. I don't like going after work, okay? It's something about just giving to yourself before building somebody else's dream that just sits right with me. It's like, no, I'm the priority. Yes, you are paying my bills, but like, me first. It makes me feel better. And also, I am a morning person, and at the end of the day, around 5 o'clock, y'all, it's a wrap. It's the wind down time of the day. I don't want to be in the gym. And I am a person that sweats super, super heavy in my hair. Like, I used to envy the girls going to workout classes pre-COVID in the evening, and I would go and I would watch these girls who would be in workout classes, and their hair just getting bigger and fuller. Some of their hair not even moving, and here I am shriveled back up to my wash state. And I love my hair stretch. I was the type of natural that preferred volume over definition. Give me volume, volume, volume all day. But no, it's gonna cause my curls to shrink. So then I discovered the banding method, right? The banding method, hands down, to this day, is still my favorite way of stretching your natural hair without having to put a whole bunch of heat on it. However, if you've ever seen what banding your hair looks like, bro, you look like Cynthia from the Rugrats. Like, that's her, like, Angela's doll with the hair like sticking out. Like, you don't feel attractive like that. You don't feel attractive like that going to bed at night, even if you put your bonnet or your scarf over it. And y'all, I was just tired of just trying to fight my hair to get it to do what I want. To get it to do what I want. I'm just tired about the time that it takes. I don't have that hair texture where I could just get up in the morning, wet it, put it in a ponytail and leave. No, if I want to puff, I gotta set that puff the night before. I was retwisting sometimes 2-3 times a week because that third twist out would be nice and big and full and juicy. And I don't know if it's also because I'm in a season of life where my life is busy, y'all. I have such a full, amazing, incredibly rich, beautiful life. Your girl is on the go all the time. I'm also adjusting to now having a hybrid role where I'm going into the office. Y'all, working out in the morning and then trying to come back to get dressed to go to the office. Of course, like I said, I sweat in my hair, so now my hair is wet. I'm gonna have to sit there and try to dry my twist off, untwist it, style it. bruh, it has just been so much easier to just throw on a wig, just have a protective style, whether it be braids or crochet. Crochet is my bae, and go out the door. And I'm like, if I feel like this, what about these women who are mothers? How are y'all feeling about it? And I'm even seeing this shift where the girlies are going back to relaxers and texturizers and keratin treatments. And it's just become so time consuming that wherever I can get that time back in my day and my schedule, I'm going to take it. A lot of people have kind of been surprised on my social media, me posting my hair like, oh, I'm about to wash it. It was like, wow, Patty, I didn't know your hair had grown like that. I'll show y'all some kind of updated videos and clips of what my hair is currently looking like 2 years post-chop. You can have healthy hair and wear wigs, y'all. It's about the care that you're doing underneath. Are you still oiling it? Are you still washing it, moisturizing, protein treatments, the whole nine? I did have a little bit of breakage when I was unemployed. I got laid off back in October and didn't start working until the end of February. And during that entire time, y'all, I think I washed my hair maybe one time. I did not oil it. I was severely stressed out. So I do have like a little section that has some breakage, but 90% of my hair is healthy, and I've been wigging it up and protective styling it up. And I think a lot of the protective style is who's doing your hair. Some people are putting way too much tension when they're braiding your hair, so your hair is not really getting the growth factor and getting your ends trimmed. Every single time I go see my girl Crystal to do my crochets, I'm like, go ahead and get the ends. Why are we holding on to dead things? Let's get it cut, keep it growing and healthy. But y'all, I've been waiting for like this moment to arrive where I feel like, you know what, I want to do this again. I want to play in it, and I want to embrace it, and I want to do it, but it hasn't came yet. And I thought that, okay, once my hair is no longer at that awkward length anymore, I can get back to wearing a twist and doing my thing. Y'all, I still just don't feel like it. I don't feel like it, and I want to. I want to. I want to. I'm definitely not going to put any relaxers in my hair, especially when all of these studies and information came out about how those chemicals have led to issues with our reproductive health, fibroids, just a host cancer, a host of things. Like I just can't do it, especially when some of those things already run really heavy in my family, you know, hereditary wise. But the wig life has I've chosen it. And I'm very happy here. I do want to get back to wanting to do my hair, y'all, but I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. It is just so time consuming. I washed my hair last night and I was twisting it up. I got up this morning and I was like, girl, that hair really has grown. We really could be wearing this out. And just the sheer thought of having to stand there for another 20 minutes or so to untwist it, style it before going about my day, I was like, no. Then we're gonna have to abandon it tonight and start this process all over. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. So one of the things I am considering is if I'm going to be a straight natural or a blowout natural. I really love volume, so I've been considering, well, maybe I'll do the blowout thing, because even when you sweat, it still be like fuller, which is what I want. And I can do like flexi rods and bantu knots. But when that day arrives, I'll let y'all know. But I'm just not, y'all, I just don't feel like it. The time and the patience that is required, I just no longer have, and I feel so bad about it. And I'm tired of other people trying to make me feel bad about it. But like, I just don't enjoy it anymore. It used to just bring my heart such joy to actually see my natural hair, right? Especially when a lot of us have been getting relaxers since we were in like elementary school, right? So college was like the first time in a college, really, for me, was the first time I actually really saw what my hair looked like unprocessed. And it was like, oh, we cute. And oh, speaking of that, that's a whole nother level of like feeling saucy, feeling sexy. Y'all, I really didn't start to really feel sexy, sultry, cute until my hair hit this length that I'll insert again. Once it got long, I was like, okay, we cute. But when it was short, I felt like a little child. I'm gonna be honest, I felt like a real young child. It wasn't given like the grown and sexy. Is that part of how we've been cultured? Is that a part of what we see on social media? Is that just a part of us existing in this society? Probably. But the way I feel when I have a wig on or a protective style, it's just not the same. So all of these things have just kind of led me to being like, bruh, I just don't feel it right now. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I do feel bad that I don't feel it. I want to feel it. And I hope that that feeling does come back. But right now, bruh, it's the wigs and the protective style for me. And one of the reasons that I feel like I love wigs so much, especially the wigs that I select for myself, is because, baby, I can slide this thing off whenever I want to. I walk in the crib and just poop, it's off. I might even be in traffic late at night and just poop, it's off, and I just go about my day. I don't have to worry about trying to wear this in the gym. I slide it off, tie a little turban on my head, and that keeps going and doing what I gotta do. So right now it's just the functionality, the time saver, the cost saver. Well, honestly, I have like kind of relinquished some of my product junkie ways, and we'll talk about that in another video. But honestly, y'all, I know what's been working for my hair, keeping it healthy and thriving, and I'm just not at that point. And if you feel the way I do, or you had that season and you're now out of it, you're in the same season as me, please let me know, y'all, because I don't feel like nobody's talking about it. I just see the shift of the straight naturals and the going back to the relaxers, texturizers, but I don't hear nobody talking about it. So let me know if you've been feeling like I've been feeling, y'all, and we're gonna end this conversation right now. Drop your feelings and thoughts in the comments, and I will catch y'all in another video. Bye.